Irish potato is one of the most paying farm product that can be produced by anyone, because this product can be produced throughout the year rather than other crops which have a season of production, like cucumbers. You need to produce them in summer unless you are doing greenhouse, unlike tomatoes which are affected by frost. But in Irish potato, you can choose the best variety which suits your region, which suits your area of production, which suits the yield you are targeting, which suits your capital in terms of availability of resources, because it's a high value crop. It's a high value crops in terms of resources needed. But that is not a limit, because you can produce on the land you are capable of doing. Rather than doing a hectare, you can doing 0.5 hectares, you can doing 1 acre, but producing maximum profits. Those profits you are going to obtain in Irish potato are the same profits produced by one who is doing 2 hectares of butternut, 2 hectares of open field sweet potatoes, or open field cucumbers, because it's a high value crop. On a small piece of land, you become a master. On a small piece of land, you become a beautiful farmer. Everyone appreciates what you are doing because it's a high value crop. So what do you need to produce Irish potato? You need good land. But understand there's no perfect land. So what we do is to improve on your land so that you produce what you intend to produce. So in Irish potato, you master on good variety. You use good genetics. Good genetics will provide you with a maximum yield. And they are easy to manage because they are resistant, or they are tolerant to some of the diseases which are most common in our crop fields. So we are saying put good genetics first. Then from there, prepare your land thoroughly. So what do? You start with your disking, promote good depth. Then from there, good ridges, because this is a bulb. This is a crop which needs maximum depth, because the bulb is produced about 40 centimeters from the ground. So when you prepare your ridges, they should be at least 40 centimeters from the ground, so that you produce good fruits which are in good size. So land preparation, that is the first step, which make you a better farmer. You produce your ridges which are between 40 to 50 centimeters. Then you are done. Then from there is now management. What are you doing on management? You are doing with pest and disease. You are doing with fertility management. So on fertility management, we are using those normal fertilizers. But those who are mastering it, they start with soil analysis. So soil analysis is going to tell you what type of fertilizer are you going to apply on your field. Because we understand those top dressing fertilizers like ammonium nitrate, basal fertilizers, compound C, vegetable blend, they don't have minor nutrients which are very important in these crops. For instance, magnesium might be lacking in your soil. So if you start with soil analysis, you are going to have a picture of what nutrients are needed in your soil. In this case, if you test your soil, then you see it is in the good range, which is 5.5 and 6.5. We need to know what are the nutrients lacking in your soil. For instance, if your soil is lacking magnesium, we then use a dolomitic lime to cater for those nutrients. If your soil is lacking calcium, then use calcitic lime, because these minor nutrients, they help your soil to achieve maximum yield. And if you don't master on that, it means the quality of your fruit is going to be poor, and even the shelf life is going to be affected, because calcium, the purpose of calcium is to improve it is strengthen the bulb, which means it's going to last for time, and this will be able to supply the market throughout the year. Because we are saying if you produce your Irish potato, then you conserve them well, you store them well, it means you are going to supply on the best time where the Irish potato have good price. But in this case, you should enjoy Irish potato because it's one of the products that is not oversupplied on the market. Throughout the year, you can have good price, because there are very few farmers who are focusing on them, because farmers are in fear of capital in terms of labor costs, in terms of amount of money which they need to invest. But we are saying it will be better to invest on the same small piece of land on Irish rather than doing other crops which have a history of failing. For instance, when you try banana, it failed, then you blame rain, it was more. Then you try cabbage, then you blame COVID. then you try sweet potato, then you blame oversupply. It's not oversupply, it's because of us. We are failing to master on crop which provide us more. So in this case, what do you choose, onion and Irish potato? There's no answer. Why? Because both are good crops. So what do you do to enjoy all those crops? You need to design a crop plan which enable you to supply all these crops in 1 year. For instance, you are supplying onions in February and April through drying. Then you are supplying also Irish potato in the summer. It means you are supplying a commodity throughout the year, and these are high value crops. And there's no worry. Why? Because we are doing a land which we are capable of doing. In this case, we are doing 1 acre. We can get an acceptable amount of money.